to manage cost. So Anthony, in your world, let me ask you this. So Army Corps of Engineers, in some projects, do they do earned value management? EVM? You see that being used sometimes?
I haven't seen that implemented on my end, but
Okay.
it's something that's taught to us.
You've heard about it, right? Being used on some of their projects. Good. So in your world, let me just let you know up front, this topic gives people a lot of nightmares because the formulas throw them for a loop, right? But can you speak to how you approach the formula aspect of control cost in your prep?
I had a formula cheat sheet, first and foremost. One sheet of paper that I memorized some key formulas I was able to regurgitate, so then when I got to the exam, I could write it down. And in cost management, earned value, EV. EV is king. And there's going to be, I believe, a little bit of a drawing later on in class about EV being king. And we look at it either with the work that's being done or our cost. So how's our schedule doing? How's our cost doing? You can look at it in terms of an index. And I think people understand indexes, what's your actual compared to your planned. If your index is positive, that's a good thing. If it's negative, that's a bad thing. And if it's 1, you're spot on. You're right where you're planned to be. So those formulas are helpful. And if you understand what the little letters mean, then logically think through it, and it does make sense. It's not just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. The first time you see it, it's like, oh, I can't possibly remember all this. You look at it a couple times, or if we do the painting example where we're going to paint, we're going to paint a wall, that'll really kind of sink in.
So I wanted to show you guys what we call the gold card, the earned value gold card. I'm going to try to show you this. It's from the Defense Acquisition University. But I really wanted you guys to get an idea of the horrors that poor students face as they get ready for the exam. So are you ready? Don't run out, but... Oh, I forgot you're engineers. This is a small deal. Anyway, these are some of the formulas that exist in earned value, a topic that you guys will be learning more about as you prep. So the stuff isn't a cakewalk, but it is very applicable to real-world project management. Their formulas, their metrics, like she said, their concepts, and having a cheat sheet, making sure you understand what's on the sheet is very helpful. Some of these terms you see here, these are government terms. Government likes big. So these terms, in the world of the PMI, they shorten them to like 2 letters. But on this gold card, which is from the Defense Acquisition University, you got the big old 4-letter acronym, which is really helpful, by the way, in really knowing earned value. But anyway, I'm getting some frowns, so Sandra, I think I'd better quickly get rid of this before we get in trouble. So let's go back to our simple slide. So the next one here is schedule management. How many of you guys use Primavera? Anyone? One person? I think you were the only oh, 2, thank goodness. You were the only person last time, but now they're 2, good. What about Microsoft Project? Good. So at Jacobs, they use, is that their tool of choice at Jacobs? Any other one?
Yeah, Excel.
Excel? Excel, well, Excel always works. Yeah, that's a catch-all. So schedule management deals with the science and the art, if you will, behind managing a schedule. So in the world of the PMI, there are 6 things that you need to do as you're putting your schedule together. First thing is think about, how do I even schedule? What should I use? Should I use Primavera? Should I use Microsoft Project? Like he said, should I use Excel? Should I use a notepad? That's the first thing. How am I going to do it? Who am I going to involve? Then the second thing is to actually begin listing out your tasks. What is task 1? What is task 2? What is task 3? We call that defining the activities. Then you're going to have to put them in order. You're going to use some sort of science to link them. Then you're going to ask the question, how long will it take? And in doing that, you need to ask the area that she covered, resources, who do we have available? Because your project's duration could be affected by the resources, right? So there's a relationship between scheduling and resource management.